The official launch date of the China-Iran Railway has now been confirmed, marking a major leap forward in regional connectivity and global trade. This railway is built to move large volumes of low-cost Iranian oil directly to China, and it's already sparked intense online discussion. Some are asking how long before the United States realizes its strategic missteps. In this video, we'll explore the bigger picture, what this railway means for the region, and the far-reaching impact it could have in our interconnected world. In today's global economy, regional partnerships and integration are key to development. The China-Iran Railway is more than just tracks and trains. It's a strategic piece of the Belt and Road Initiative, serving as a trade corridor that links West Asia to the broader Middle East. After 7 years of complex negotiations, Iran sealed a long-awaited deal with China, securing China's largest contract of the year. The railway spans 1,350 kilometers and is designed to strengthen links between Iran, China, and Central Asia. It's on track to be operational by late 2025. Once live, this railway will offer China a direct overland route for importing oil from the Middle East, cutting out its dependency on maritime shipping through the Strait of Malacca. It also lowers reliance on Pakistan as a trade middleman, while providing Central Asian nations with a direct route to the Indian Ocean, expanding their access to international markets. Iranian officials have confirmed that Chabahar port will play a central role in managing cargo for the railway. This move is expected to boost exports for Central Asia and increase foreign income by connecting landlocked economies to global trade routes more directly. The railway is projected to carry over 8.5 million tons of goods annually, and Chabahar port's capacity is set to grow to 33 million tons. Although the focus is on Central Asia, the railway's strategic direction clearly benefits China. Delays in the early stages were largely due to uncertainties around China's involvement, but momentum surged after Tehran and Beijing signed a landmark 25-year strategic partnership. Interestingly, India had initially claimed involvement in the project, referencing a deal made by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. But as the project advanced, it became clear China was leading the effort. Iranian officials later clarified that no binding agreement had been made with India, labeling New Delhi's claims as inaccurate. Once finished, the railway will give China two major advantages. First, it builds on the momentum of the Belt and Road Initiative. Chabahar Port, located in southeastern Iran near the Gulf of Oman, links the Middle East to both Central and South Asia. Integrating it into China's trade network enhances both land and sea Silk Road routes, boosting growth and tightening alliances. Second, it offers China an alternative to risky maritime routes. Much of China's trade still depends on the Strait of Malacca, a known geopolitical bottleneck. This overland route via Chabahar gives China a safer, faster, and potentially cheaper option for moving goods and oil. Iran's eastward railway development is centered around three major paths. The northern line reaches Kazakhstan, aligning with China's main belt and road transit corridor. The southern line extends to Gwadar, part of the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, or CPEC. These paths connect Iran to China via land, through Kazakhstan in the north and Pakistan in the south. A new leg of the railway now extends to Herat in Afghanistan, key to Iran's long-term eastern transport goals. Future plans aim to stretch this corridor even deeper into Afghanistan, linking up with wider transcontinental rail systems. When completed, these developments will solidify Iran's role as a major overland trade link between China and the Middle East. China's massive rail investments are reshaping global trade. Through its Belt and Road build-out, China is methodically connecting Eurasia into one vast economic zone. The immediate result is tighter cross-border trade, backed by an expanding network of rail and roads. This shift encourages regional cooperation and lessens dependence on sea trade, which, often faces political and logistical hurdles. At the center of this massive shift lies the China-Iran trade corridor, set to become a key route for commerce between the two countries. At first, the focus will be on Chinese exports heading to Iran, with return shipments bringing back vital resources like crude oil and natural gas. This efficient route promises a steady, reliable flow of goods between Beijing and Tehran. Over time, the corridor may stretch further, potentially reaching deeper into Middle Eastern markets, especially Saudi Arabia via Iraq. The strategy is clear. Position Iran as a major regional hub by using both northern and southern trade routes, while avoiding unstable areas like Afghanistan. But if peace returns to Afghanistan, China could eventually build a direct railway through it, further tightening regional links and expanding its economic influence. The impact of China's rail expansion is already visible. In 2020, China-Europe rail traffic hit over 12,000 trips. In January 2021 alone, more than 1,100 journeys were logged. This surge has normalized long-distance land trade and turned countries like Russia, Kazakhstan, and Kyrgyzstan into vital logistics hubs. Even exports from South Korea and Japan are starting to rely on these China-Europe land routes, showing how global trade patterns are shifting. The launch of the China-Europe Land Sea Express line has also dramatically boosted trade speed and cut shipping costs across Eurasia. In a major milestone, China overtook the United States in 2020 to become the European Union's largest trading partner, largely thanks to its rail connections. This growing trade relationship signals China's increasing strength in the global economy, as more European businesses tap into Chinese supply chains. And this transformation isn't just about goods, it's reshaping global power dynamics. As Europe continues to build stronger links to China's rail system, the economic benefits are only expected to grow. Yet, despite this success, one major gap remains. China still lacks a direct rail route to the Middle East, and with the volume of oil trade and growing demand for Chinese products in the region, a dedicated China-Iran railway is more crucial than ever. The most direct line runs through Afghanistan, but instability makes that route risky. Alternative paths through Kazakhstan or Pakistan offer safer options to keep trade flowing. One especially promising option is the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, a massive project linking Gwadar port to China's Xinjiang region. Its rapid development makes it a key part of China's strategy to secure a land link to the Middle East. By extending that rail line from Gwadar into Iran and beyond, China is laying the foundation for a powerful overland trade network. These early investments are designed to fuel future growth and lock in China's role as a key player in the Middle East, especially once regional tensions ease. Beyond moving goods, this railway plays another role, supporting China's financial goals. As China pushes the use of the yuan, or RMB, globally, especially in oil trade, a direct rail line to Iran becomes even more strategic. This could help the yuan gain acceptance in Middle Eastern markets and move international trade away from US dollar dominance. Such a shift would not only reshape the financial system, but also offer Middle Eastern economies new monetary options and greater flexibility. A fully integrated China-Iran railway would unlock enormous economic opportunity across Eurasia. It would elevate China's role in global trade while strengthening ties with Europe, Asia, and Africa, not just through infrastructure but through finance too. The result? New trade hubs, lower transport costs, and more efficient commerce. Iran's location makes it a natural bridge between Asia and Europe. As China invests in Iranian infrastructure, it's not just building trade links, it's crafting the backbone of a massive Eurasian trade zone. If this vision comes to life, it could redefine the future of global trade and change international relations for decades to come. That's it for today's report. If you found this update helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. We'll see you next time with more insights on global development.